Well, hello everyone. This is Raquel, and I want to welcome you, all of the beautiful beings of light that are gathered across the globe today. This is a halfway mark between the 2-2 and the 222 portal. And it's a very incredible time to be aware of what is happening, aware of what is transpiring within this amazing frequencies of light that are happening, that are igniting, that are coming together. It is really important to understand the choices that we are making as individuals and as a collective. And when I'm talking about the collective, I'm also talking about the collective of awakened souls on this planet, the ones who are actually tapped in at some level or another of what is transpiring well beyond the common awareness at this particular time on the planet. And so, as a collective group of light beings, of awakened, in the process of awakening, it is really important to understand that we need to choose on a moment by moment basis where we are placing our attention and how to really navigate this space that we are in. We are really being asked to walk a path that is, from a human perspective, difficult at times. It can be very challenging to navigate the energetics that are happening and to consciously choose to be on the higher path, to unravel the ego and the collective consciousness and the morphogenic fields that still hold so much chaos and so much fear, so much pain. And I could go on with a list for quite a while. But we are being really guided and asked to consciously choose to be in our hearts. Because when we really are connected in through that high heart, when we are connected in through the awareness that we are multidimensional beings of light, that we are so much more than what this physical realm has taught us to believe. We're being asked to stay in the high heart and choose beyond what the normal eyes can see, what the normal human perception can see, because we know that we are the bridge. We are the bridge that is dancing, teetering, walking between these worlds right now. And it's so important to recognize when we are in any of the lower frequencies that it is because we are, for the most part, almost everyone listening is an empath. You feel energies that, most of the world really doesn't. We forget how unique we are when it comes to the rest of the world. We have skill sets, we have senses, we have awarenesses that go well beyond what the average human has. And so we're even more susceptible to feeling what is playing out on the collective, the morphogenic fields of the world right now. And so, as we sit in this incredible space between what we are letting go of and unraveling and the creation of what we're stepping into. And so it's just uber important, very important to really choose to take command of your emotions and recognize that when you go into the lower frequencies, when you go into the emotion of fear or doubt or lack of self-worth or anger or confusion or frustration or any of those lower frequencies, it is immediately pulling you back into the lower magnetics. It is pulling you back into the morphogenic fields that hold that old paradigm. And so the awareness, just that awareness in itself, can help to allow you to choose. And sometimes when you're in the middle of those intense lower frequencies, sometimes you have to let the energy move through you. You have to throw the fit or stomp your feet or yell or whatever it is to actually move that energetic charge through your body. But then you have the choice to recognize that that is not the frequency, the life, the energy that you want to exist within. And that you know when you truly are operating from the high heart, there is no space for those lower frequencies. There's nothing for those lower emotions to hang on to. There's nothing, there's no charge that they can tap into or anchor into. So living from that high heart perspective, actually operating from that level of your body consciousness is a keystone in this beautiful transition that we are being asked to be the leaders, the way showers for. And I know how many are still struggling with those lower frequencies, often because you're surrounded by family members, working environments, friends who are still vibrating and fully connected into those lower magnetics. But you also know that you are constantly being guided, being supported, being shown that there is another way. There is that higher energy that you have access to because of all of the work that you have already done, but mainly the awareness that you know that you need to disconnect from those lower magnetics. You need to disconnect from that morphogenic field and the collective consciousness. And that it is because you are so willing to move into that higher awareness, that the willingness to choose, to move into higher states of consciousness. And as we are also sitting within the window of Valentine's, which of course we know is a commercial holiday for the most part, it is also a focus on love and self-love. The highest form of self-love that you can do is to remember to live from the high heart and choose to express from there. That is the highest level of self-love. And that is the most selfless thing that you can do. Because as you continue to choose to live from your high heart, to move into higher frequencies, to perhaps walk away from old friendships, relationships, partnerships that are still operating in the lower magnetics. That is not selfish, that is selfless, because that in itself helps to build the bridge into higher levels of consciousness. And so, as we sit in the beautiful midpoint of the incredible February energies of this birthing gateway, which is allowing us to anchor into much higher levels of the new magnetics that are coming online, the new energies that are reawakening for us to tap into as we continue to raise our own body frequency, our own energetic, activating our light bodies. The energies that are becoming available actually can take hold. They can anchor into our physicality. And this is what is happening during this gateway. There is a completely new level of light body that is ready to activate. There is a whole new morphogenic field that we are creating, that is being created upon the earth right now, that we are some of the first to actually begin tapping into and living in. And it takes a tremendous amount of resolve. It takes a tremendous amount of deep inner knowing. But it is that inner knowing that has been driving us for years. For many of us, some of us even decades, that deep knowing. And so as we sit in this moment, I want you to just really acknowledge the incredible awarenesses that you already have. Understanding the magnitude of what is being opened up, and the selfless and self-loving act of choosing to continue anchoring into the higher frequencies of light. It is something that is paramount. It is absolutely needed. And you are a major player. Each one of us, a major player in building the bridge and anchoring the new. And so with that, I want to honor you for the courage to continue to choose in every now moment to release the old and tap into the new, higher frequencies of light.